Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amir Poonawala. I'm a licensed immigration advisor for New Zealand and migration agent for Australia here at G.E.M.S International. Our office is based in Auckland City of New Zealand. Please click the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel and push the bell icon so you can get regular updates with regards to various immigration issues, news, and how to apply for different types of visas. Thank you. Please read our legal disclaimer for this video. We have provided it in the comment section of this video. So please do read that before watching this video. Thank you. We have received the following update from Immigration New Zealand on the 2nd of July 2020, which I am going to share with you and update you with. Immigration New Zealand has now received 21,341 expressions of interest, that is EOI, from people who believe they meet the exceptions to the border closure. Of the 20,922 EOIs decided so far, 4,029 meet the criteria and have been invited to apply for a visa. Around 30% of people applying for exceptions do so as family members of New Zealand citizens or residents. 24% of them are for humanitarian reasons, and 20% as partners of temporary work visa holders who are in New Zealand and normally resident in New Zealand. Okay, there is a good news kind of thing for foreign nationals who are currently stuck in New Zealand, and there is some welfare assistance being made available to them from the Department of Internal Affairs in New Zealand. So I'll give you an update on that as well. The Department of Internal Affairs, DIA, is working with New Zealand Red Cross to deliver welfare assistance for foreign nationals experiencing serious hardship due to the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. There are increasing reports that some foreign nationals are experiencing serious hardship due to the impacts of COVID-19 and are unable to meet their basic day-to-day needs. This program will provide eligible people who have found themselves in a difficult spot with in-kind assistance so they can meet their basic needs like food and accommodation. The delivery of assistance will be underpinned by a clear focus on helping people to help themselves. Application mechanisms and any direct case management provided will emphasize the fact that government assistance is temporary and that returning home is the first option that should be actively pursued. The program runs for 3 months and will start from the 1st of July 2020. Assistance will be provided to eligible people to help meet basic needs such as food and accommodation, and further information about this is available on the Immigration New Zealand website. I have provided the link to all the websites in the comment section of this video so you can have a quick reference and reach the necessary page in case you need any welfare assistance from the department. Thank you. Please remember that not everybody is eligible for this welfare assistance, and you must visit the foreignnationals.services.govt.nz website, link provided in this video, and find out whether you are eligible for this welfare assistance or not. Thank you. Okay, so what welfare assistance is available? Under this program, assistance may be provided to help people who are eligible and need the most basic and urgent immediate needs, such as food and household goods required to meet urgent and immediate needs, blankets, hot water bottles, and basic clothing to meet urgent and immediate needs, over the counter medication, again to meet urgent and immediate needs, accommodation, including rent, boarding costs, and rent arrears. Next is the utilities, electricity and gas, and this excludes internet and broadband connection plans. If required, prepaid phone cards to enable emergency communication and communication with consulate or embassy. Petrol/travel limited to travel required to shift new location for employment purposes or to airport to leave New Zealand. Assistance will be made directly to third parties, such as landlords or power companies. No cash payments will be made. So that is something you must bear in mind at all times, that there will be no cash payments. Okay, now coming down to some question answers that you might have with regards to this update. So the questions and their answers have already been addressed in this update. So we will go through that as well. The question number one is, will it fund flights back home? The answer to this is no. The program will provide only assistance in kind to help eligible foreign nationals who have found themselves in serious hardship due to COVID-19 to meet their basic, urgent, and immediate needs. Next question is, how have foreign nationals been supported so far? This program is intended to fill the gap that will be left as New Zealand's immediate emergency response to COVID-19 winds down. Until now, support has been provided by the civil defense and emergency management groups. So I hope that answers that question. And who is eligible? Each person's circumstances will be considered at an individual level to ensure support is reaching those who are eligible and need it the most. Assistance in kind will be provided to all classes of temporary visa holders where it has been established that the person is experiencing serious hardship, and all other avenues of potential support have been exhausted, such as access to savings or other assets, insurance cover, consular assistance from their own foreign missions, or help from family and friends. Eligibility will be established through a series of checks on visa and employment status, savings, alternative sources of income, or in-kind support and outstanding debts. Okay, so what classes of visa does this apply to? It applies to all classes of temporary visa holders. Okay, and how long will the program run? This is a temporary initiative and transitional mechanism that will run for 3 months only, with the intention that at the end of this time, people will have either returned to their home country or have secured alternative means of support. Okay, so how long will it take to receive this assistance? Let's say once you have found yourself eligible and you have made an application. So the answer to that is the respective departments are currently working to target um, the provision of assistance within 48 hours. We expect some categories of in-kind assistance could be made immediately, while others may require up to 48 hours to access such assistance due to the processing time involved. Information for offshore applicants. As you will be well aware that processing of visa applications for offshore applications and applicants has been on hold to date. This is because legally Immigration New Zealand is not able to grant a visa to individuals who are unlikely to meet the entry requirements. The bar for being granted an exception to the border restrictions is very high, and people who are not New Zealand citizens or residents are unlikely to meet the entry requirements as a result of the border restrictions. We are working through options to recommence processing for a limited range of offshore visa applications. While Immigration New Zealand will not be able to grant any visas while the border restrictions are in place, we are looking to start processing a limited number of offshore applications in the due course. This will reduce the backlog of applications waiting to be processed when the border restrictions are lifted. We will provide you with a further update on this as soon as decisions are made around what visa categories we will process. Okay, so coming to the next question, what is the legal basis for INZ not processing applications from individuals who are currently offshore? The answer to this is under immigration instructions, INZ is unable to grant a visa to any individual who is unlikely to meet the entry requirements to New Zealand. With the current border restrictions in place, there are limited people who will meet such entry requirements. Next question is, I am currently offshore and have submitted a visa application. What happens with that? Answer to that is applications that have already been submitted will remain in the processing queue and will be processed as soon as border restrictions are lifted and individuals are likely to meet entry requirements. Next question, can I still apply for a visa if I am offshore? That's a very common question being asked these days. Answer to that is individuals who are currently offshore are still able to make an application. However, most individuals will not meet the strict border exception criteria to be granted an entry into New Zealand. Therefore, their application is unlikely to be processed at this point of time. Next question. I have submitted a visa application and made a request for a border exception. Will my visa be processed if I am granted an exception restrictions? Answer to that is individuals who are granted a border exception are invited to apply for a visa that best fits their circumstances or to vary their visa conditions if they already have a visa on their hands. However, the bar for being granted an exception to the border restrictions is set very high to help stop the spread of COVID-19 and protect the health of people already in New Zealand. Individual requests for exceptions to the border restrictions are considered against the strict criteria as set out in the immigration instructions. So that's pretty clear. Next question being asked is COVID-19 public health response order 2020. It's more of an update kind of thing on this front, which says that in response to the ongoing COVID-19 situation, Cabinet has made a number of decisions regarding border control that affect marine crews, which will see us step up our support and engagement with the maritime community and across government. Cabinet has decided that stricter rules are needed to protect New Zealand's maritime border and staff from COVID-19, and to provide consistent rules for safe crew changes and the safe movement of cargo to New Zealand and from New Zealand. So that's all I have for today to update you. Thank you once again for taking the time to watch our video. We hope you have found this information useful. If you need any further information or assistance with your visa application, please feel free to get in touch with us round the clock on our WhatsApp mobile number 00642217860007. Our contact details are provided in the comment section of this video, and we will get in touch with you ASAP. We will be back with another update or another video on how to make different visa applications. Please click the subscribe button and push the bell icon so you get regular updates from us. Until then, stay safe, maintain social distancing, wash your hands regularly. Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.